Okay, here we are, and I'm back for the third part of the Link to the Past playthrough. So, you may notice as soon as I load up that my rupees and stuff could be slightly different than I left off with last time. So I forgot to save my progress, actually, on the second video. So I had to go back and redo that stuff real quick, but now that I've gotten taken care of, it's fine again. You can talk to Zelda to fill up your hearts right here. And then you can also, one thing I forgot to show you guys is, if you bash into this tree here, then you can get some, like, little apples and stuff, so that's cool. Yeah, okay. Actually, we're gonna give out a very important lesson here, and that's how to save your progress, because, yeah, I totally spaced and forgot. So, you press the select button, and it gives you this menu, and then just down, save and quit, just like that. And, one thing you guys may have noticed, too, is it gives you the option to start from Link's house or from the sanctuary. So yeah, I just pick whatever's convenient depending on what I want to do on the map, you know? As you can see here on the overworld map, Link's house is more like the center of the screen, sanctuary's at the top. So if you want to go to, like, you know, the mountain or the village or something, sanctuary's not a bad pick, but if you've got some business down in the desert or prairie or anything like that, Link's house is a good choice. So, the first thing we're gonna show you actually is, do you remember when we were in the first dungeon, very beginning of the game with Zelda, and we couldn't blow up some bomb cracks because we didn't have any bombs yet? Well, if you push this open, this particular gravestone here, then we can come back down there. So, let's raid these treasure chests. I don't think they have anything super important, but once we play the randomizer, any like random chest you can find will be the difference between life and death. Oh, actually, that's good though, a lot of rupees. Appreciate that. Okay. And then we'll just come back out here, same way that we did, you know, originally. I love how, like, epic this music is, too. I mean, the whole soundtrack for this game is just perfection. Okay, yes, I remember which one was the right one. I always mix them up, because I feel like it's one, but then I'm like, wait, am I remembering this wrong? Like, I almost get suspicious of my own memory, and just keep going back and forth, but yeah. Alright, some other cool things you can do in here, find someone's remains, let's see. One of these, or like a couple of these, should give you like, well, not give you per se, but more like spawn ghosts, and I just think that's a cool detail, but that might be more like in the Dark World or something, so, anyway. Okay, the actual cool trick I need to show you next, and there's a few ways to do this actually, but the easiest way for me is to just place a bomb down here, wait for it, and we were just here, so like, what's all this about, you might ask? Well, it says, my name is Chris Houlihan, this is my top secret room, keep it between us, okay? So the backstory for that is, back when Nintendo Power magazine was going out in the 90s and stuff, like, they had this tournament where, like, I think it was, like, some Final Fantasy game or something. Anyway, if you found, like, a rare enemy, you could enter for a chance to be, like, part of a secret Easter egg for an upcoming Nintendo game. And the guy who won, he was promised an Easter egg that would be in this, you know, A Link to the Past game, but they said that he probably wouldn't ever find out about it, or anyone for that matter, for, like, years to come, and true enough, yeah, it took everyone an insanely hard time to find it, or a long time to find it because it was hard to find. But eventually, somebody found out that if you get into a room without the game being able to load it correctly, then you can get the Chris Houlihan room. So there are other ways to do it, like you can, you know, bomb, jet yourself into other areas, or you know, there are fancier methods, but that's just the one I always go with. But yeah, easy way to grind for money and kind of a cool secret. I'm going in the wrong direction. The next thing I'm gonna do real quick is double check, you know the fairy where I got the red boomerang from? So, I got, like, the upgraded boomerang from her, but I forgot, I think you can also upgrade your shield, so I'm gonna check that real quick, and if I'm wrong, then I'll just, like, edit this part out real quick. Got our army of, like, cactuses, cacti. Right. So you see, like, even though the map looks big, and even though there's a lot of spots and stuff, it doesn't take, like, horrifically long to get from one place to the other or anything. Alright, let me see. Okay, here we go. Okay, yes, I was right. You do get the red shield. This can block fireballs. Okay. So that'll help us in our quest. Also, normally the first place you can get the red shield is like a rando shop in the Dark World for like 500 rupees. So this saves us not just time, but money too, so we can get more of the upgrades and stuff. Alright, now let's actually, okay, save a slight amount of time. I'm gonna save and quit, start at the sanctuary, and then we're gonna head up to the mountain. Where our, third dungeon will be, but I'm gonna have to go through some caves and stuff first, so I'll show you guys how to do that. Okay. Refill my hearts real quick. And do I have, yes, okay, my fingers are full. Okay. Oh yeah, that apple tree I showed you earlier though, that will be bees, I think, after you activate the Dark World and everything, so, pick your poison. Okay, okay. So this is where you're gonna want to go. Actually, real quick, let me show you on the overworld map so that you get what I'm going for. So see we're at the base of the mountain, and see where the pendant is? We're gonna go inside the mountain through a cave system, then out to like the lower ledge of the mountain, and then we're gonna have to climb our way up on the outside to that tower. It's called the Tower of Hera. So here we have a leap of no return. These are pits, you gotta watch out for these. They don't lead anywhere, they just like, they make you lose a heart and everything. Okay, here he is. I don't know who you are, but if you are going to go up the mountain, will you take me with you? I lost my lamp, so... No option, even. It's a little creepy how he just kind of slowly, like, slides behind you, but he's a good guy. Oh, watch your step. There are holes in the ground. Could you turn right here? Young man, you are also going to the mountain to look for the golden power? Just ahead is the mountain full of monsters. Many people have vanished in this mountain while looking for the golden power. I don't want to steer you wrong, so please don't get too involved in such a mad quest. He's like, can you please not fall into the abyss? Like, can we turn here, please? I don't want to, like, have to, you know, fall down with you if you fall. Also, I think if you dash... Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, I thought it would be too fast for him, but he can keep up, even if he has to slow you back down. Turn right here. You know, I have a granddaughter who's your age. It's like what every old person says. The king took her to the castle and she never returned. Kidnapping those maidens must be part of the wizard's plot. I'm sure he's trying to somehow use the power of the descendants of the wise men. if it's her granddaughter, his granddaughter who's a descendant of the wise men, does that mean that he is either a wise man or, like, a closer descendant of them? That's something I never actually thought about. Okay. So yeah, those can turn into statues, but you can't really kill them, and they'll unfreeze eventually, so watch out for those. The missing maidens are still alive somewhere. I believe that a hero will rescue them. I wait for that day. Oh, these are dangerous times. I talk too much. Anyway, thank you for your kindness to an old man like me. I wanted to give you this. If you wander into a magical transporter, gaze into this mirror. He gave you the magic mirror. This mirror is blue, clear, and beautiful. You feel like it is going to absorb you into another world. Hey, goes to his little cave there. He also refills your hearts if you talk to him. The wizard has deceived the king, and now he is trying to open the way to the dark world. To complete your quest, you will need the moon pearl, which is in the tower on top of the mountain. All I can do for you now is to comfort your weariness. Come back here anytime. Okay, I'm gonna double check this cave right here. So, I'll admit, I get a little confused when it comes to the cave systems, because there are a lot of them in this mountain, and I have a hard time remembering, like, which ones have heart pieces and which ones just kinda don't, or, like, which ones I can't get through yet. So, yeah, let's take a look real quick. And yeah, bats can be one-shotted with the boomerang. So that's helpful. Okay, that was... Okay, that didn't go anywhere. But, yeah, let's head up to the tower. Okay, so out here you'll see that these, like, rocks keep tumbling down. Those do damage, so watch out for them. It's kind of annoying. Okay, one, where they fall is super unpredictable. But two, they like to, like, get you while you're on this long ladder coming up here in a second. This is a shortcut that leads to Kakariko Village. So yeah, you know, in case you're stuck up here and everything. Okay, and this ladder here. And then here you've got this kind of cool view of the land below and stuff with the little parallaxing. Like, it's not much, but I really like it. It's so immersive and cool. It really sells, like, how high up you are and stuff. Can I do anything in here yet? Okay, no. Yeah, when you get items later, things like the hook shot and stuff, you'll be able to do more with these cave systems, but right now there's not a whole lot. And then, as you can see here, I turn into a bunny, and the world is super weird. There's, like, lava coming out of the rocks, the music's a little more ominous. You've got this, like, demon creature here kicking around a helpless bubblegum. What do you want? Do you have something to say to me, silly rabbit? I came here to get the power of gold, but now I'm a freak and I can't go back to the real world. If only I had the moon pearl from the Tower of Hera, I could go back to my original shape. I've got good reason to be stressed out, so back off, shoo, shoo! Oh, who are you, Mr. Bunny? This world is like the real world, but evil has twisted it. The golden power is what changed your shape to reflect what is in your heart and mind. I am always changing my mind, so I turned into a ball. But if you have a ball called the Moon Pearl, you can keep your original shape here. So, for those of you who don't know, this is the Dark World, and there are stones like that can teleport you in here. And, right now it turns us into a bunny because, yeah, we gotta get the Moon Pearl, and we'll get it in this dungeon here. And that's what the mirror does, by the way. If you use the mirror in the light world, you get that, like, little buzz that says you can't do anything. But if you're in the dark world, it'll take you to the light world. And if you're in a dungeon, it'll take you back to the beginning of the dungeon, too, so that's handy. There's this here. More symbols, as you can see, but we have a tool for that. Hold up the Master Sword and you will get the magic of effort. Okay, so I need to get the magic sword, or the Master Sword first, actually, but, yeah. So, the Dark World is like, I don't know, it's tied up in the whole, like, Golden Land corruption and everything, and Ganon's basically, I think they call him Aghanim right now, technically, because that's the wizard's name, but Ganon's the one behind it, or something like that. Like, they're basically interchangeable. But anyway. Oh, whoops, I skipped that. He's trying to bring the Dark World down on the Light World, basically. Link, it is I, Sahasrahla the Elder. I have some advice. In the dungeons, you can gaze into the magic mirror to return to the entrance at any time. Do not forget this. Okay, so, yeah, like I just told you. It is a little funny that he says to not forget it when, like, you don't technically ever need it to progress, but it is really convenient if you've gotten super far and you're like, you know what, I need to go grind for fairies or hearts or something. Anyway, so I think this is the first place to go? No, it's not. Okay, I gotta go into the other tower first to grab a key. And as you can see, like, I can't get through these, the sword kind of can, but doesn't have the reach, so the boomerang's your best friend in this dungeon. Alright, there's some skeletons. This pink one, it not just jumps, but it throws a bone in retaliation if you, if you fail to finish the job, so just keep an eye out for that, use your sword carefully. So there's a little example of risk and reward. To get the key, you have to open these blocks, but that lets the little monster out, and right now it doesn't, it's not that important. You can deal with it easy. But that'll come into play more later in this dungeon. I like how they kind of, like, they introduce stuff like that, or like the Dark World, They teach you what the Dark World is a little bit, and how to use the magic mirror and stuff, but you're still kind of disoriented and everything. Like, so that later, when we have to go to the Dark World for real, it's not gonna be our first exposure to it, but it feels like almost dreamlike, our just random introduction to it here. So it's good, mechanically, and from, like, an atmospheric perspective. So I really like how they handled that. And, it wasn't long, it was only like a minute, so it's not, like, interrupting our quest or anything like that. I always forget that there's, like, nothing good in these times. So yeah, as you see here, now I'll be releasing, like, 2 of these things. I wonder if I can shoot them. Look at that, I see the Oh snap, I should So this is what I was talking about. Velvet room, beat the enemies, but the secret still isn't appearing what to do while you like these tortures. And there's a chest. Now we've got the door. So we're gonna go back and actually, why don't I just teach you what I was talking about? There we go, nice little shortcut back to the beginning. Alright, now we can go up here. These things, as you can see, they bounce you back. So we place these like annoying little things by the holes and everything to try to maybe you hit them but then you bounce back into the hole. Or like if they hit you, they also bounce you back. So you gotta watch out for that. And if you fall down these holes, you'll fall a floor down. So like, it won't damage you, it won't kill you, but it'll make you have to backtrack. And as we go higher and higher in the tower, that backtracking will get more and more significant. And yeah, those little star tiles kind of change where the holes are located. And I'd show you what I mean with the holes, but I'm actually going to fall down one on purpose later to show you where the fairies are at and stuff, and also to get to the moon pearls. So, oh no! Never mind, I guess you get your 10 demonstration now. That was lame. That was so lame. But now you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, actually, I think I want red to be on. And you'll see why. I don't know about you, but that's always looks like a empty code to me. Just this right. So as you can see here, we can't get up there, but that's where the big chest is, and that's where our moon part is going to be. And you can try switching around the holes and stuff, but that doesn't help much. So you're going to have to fall down a hole higher up in the tower. And yeah, that's just shoot fire through the walls. This castle is just full of little annoyances. Not the least of which is coming up with the bosses, you'll see. Okay, and you might be thinking like, oh, arm cracks, why don't you blow those up and find yourself a sitting This is a bullet sponge. I forgot how bad these rounds are. Okay, there we go. But as you can see, with the sword technique, these can't be blown up. And if you're suspicious because the outside caves could make that light tinge and not give you the sound, I'll just show you that. These castle walls specifically will always give you the sound if you can Same goes for these sounds. None of these cranks this is why I wanted them to switch. If it was off, then I would make my version of these. It's why does it give me so many lights? Why indeed? And you'll see when we get to the boss. Okay, fully stocked up fairies, but probably shouldn't be accepting them. I think it's this one that you see. Yes, I was right. So you're gonna fall down little secrets here. And now you can kind of see what I mean too. You can backtrack and get out of it if you're not careful. And there we go, fairies. And I don't need any of them right now, but they're Thankfully, this one is a teleporter back on the way up. I don't think we'll be so lucky. What you're gonna want to do is activate the holes like that. And then fall on the upper corner of this one. To get to that big chest. The moon pearl. This protects the hero from the changing effects of the golden power. Okay, what's something cool about the dark world I would say is I feel like it reflects almost like the character's sins or vices, you know? And you can see that a little with what that mean guy was talking about with his shape changing and how he's all violent to reflect the fact that he's being violent toward that soft little pink ball guy. People aren't exactly sure why he changes into a bunny. Some people say it's like too baby or something, but he's the one going on the adventures and stuff. That's how you the monster usually takes you in the head and does that to you. And oh no, wrong hole! Wrong hole! Okay, that wasn't. That could have been worse, I guess. Like I said, if you get the worst combination ever, you could actually get back rooms to the beginning. But alright. And that's the thing, that's why it gives you so many hearts. This Get out! No, 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 no. Oh. Okay, there we go. And that's how you get the Master Sword. You won the Pendant of Wisdom. With this, you have collected all 3 pendants. Go now to the Lost Woods to get the Master Sword. So nice. And yeah, there's no fall damage. Like, there's fall damage if you fall down a hole, but not if you choose to jump off the ledge. So you do whatever you want. I'm gonna get a reference from the old guy real quick. Who knows though? Maybe it's like because now that we have the we've tested our steel and proven our courage. Like maybe he's a bunny before, but now he's never gonna be a bunny again because he's proven himself. Like I have no way to back up that. If any of you knows for sure what the bunny thing is about, then let me know. But like I've like scoured the internet and stuff and haven't really found anything. Or if you just have ideas, like you don't have to have a definitive answer, but if you've got like a cool kind of food for thought comment about that, I'd love to see that too. Any excuse to talk about this wondrous game. Alright, lots of holes there. In the dark world, this lets you have a piece of heart, but you can't really get there right now. So off to the woods we go. Enjoy this triumphant theme while it lasts, because we're not gonna spend much more time in the light world. Foreshadowing. Oh yeah, also that log up there, goes to gambling, and like you can pay the guy 100 rupees and open a chest, and the chest could have like I think 1 rupee, like 20 or 50 or 300. So I don't know, that's there if you guys want it. My luck's always horrendous, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Plus I'm already pretty almost 700 rupees anyway, so. Oh yeah, and as you saw just then, there can be bombs over there too. That's also like some bombs, so. Don't trust bushes. Oh, let me show you what those are about too. Okay, so, and that's a thief. If he bumps into you, he'll have to take your stuff and you can't kill him. These, it's like, this is it, the Master Sword! No, this can't be it. Too bad. And you just thought it is too bad. The real Master Sword is up here. I like how Link's only dialogue in the game is when he gets tricked somehow, like, oh, the big chest is there, but he can't unlock it, it's not right here. Like, oh, I found the Master Sword. Oh, that's not the one. Okay, this is the one. Gorgeous. I love that part so much. I'll always remember when I was a kid and I was able to do that for the first time. Just amazing. Anyway, suddenly, Sir Hasra will contact you telepathically. Link, it is extraordinary that you won the Master Sword that makes evil retreat. With this shining sword, I believe you can deflect the wizard's evil powers. The destiny of this land is in your hands. Please, Link. As you can see there, it's the Book of Monday, or whatever. The heroes triumph on cataclysms, symbols of virtue. The Master Sword he will then retrieve, keeping the knight's line true. The religious symbolism, I almost wonder if the 3 pendants are, the symbols of virtue are like the cardinal virtues. But I don't know. Link, help! The soldiers are coming to the sanctuary! There was a link screen, but like, what did you want me to see? And I can't exactly like break a big one out Link, you're a second too late. I have failed Zelda. The soldiers have abducted her. They have taken her to the castle. You must find her before the wizard works his magic. Please, you are our only hope. So the old sage, or like he's called the old sage in the English version, but the he's dead forever. So yeah, that shows him again in serious. Like he has people killed, you know, and like it's something that can be implied in a lot of some games, but not something you get to see a lot, I guess, you know what I mean? So yeah. Now it's personal. Now we gotta get over there and save Zelda once more. Yeah, as far as the appreciative, like, I think Nintendo removed all the like religious references and stuff in the English version to make it, I guess, more family friendly. They changed the religion to like the made up highly on one and stuff because it's a video game. But originally, you can see like concept art and stuff of you know, of it being Christian, like Link kneeling before a crucifix and stuff, and I know to most of you that doesn't matter, besides like maybe a little obscure shit, but like as a Christian myself, that's really special to me. I like that kind of representation. As you can see, that guy's chucking bombs at me, like, security is up by a lot, no more of those like blind guards that'll just walk anywhere. And I didn't end up using any of my fairies in the last dungeon, so we're good to just dive right into this one. Oh, wait, yeah, okay. So in this one, you're like, what are you doing? You've been here before. So we've actually got to go down and exit the castle real quick, and then go back in another. So as you can see here, we're on the like ramparts, and there's this thing. Normally, if you hit it or walk into it, it'll electrocute you, but with a master sword, it just one-shots you. Okay, actually, I think we're gonna pause the video here, or end it. Sorry, because we just defeated another. We defeated Moldorm. That's the name of the worm boss up in the Tower of Hera, and we have our first cliffhanger here at the entrance to the castle. About to storm our way in and save Zelda, so I hope you guys will see me for the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this one. See you later.